And we're live.
Hi.
What a hot day.
I know. I love it.
It's wonderful, but it's a little sticky. It's one of those don't touch me days. Woman?
I went outside today and laid in on a blanket in our backyard under a tree and read books. It was really nice.
I didn't.
I know you were doing actually responsible things.
I went to Lowe's, though. That's kind of the man equivalent of laying out in the yard and doing stuff like that. They had really nice misters out in the garden center.
Oh, I bet they did.
You walk through and it's just like this wave of mist over you. It's really fantastic.
Like when you go into the tiki room.
Oh, yes. Love the tiki room.
Yeah.
But I'm hot and I have a liquid beverage in front of me.
You do? What is?
Well, it's really well sealed is what it is. Let's see.
What's the top? Why is it so
funny
weird?
You should ask. This is it's a ball lock cap. It's basically something that you can hook a CO2 tank up to, a standard 1 or 2 liter pop bottle or what have you, and you can use it to carbonate things. Very small samples. I mean, you could recarbonate your soda if you really had a mind to, but you can use it to carbonate samples, for instance. Oh, mercy. Oh, my stars.
So pretty. That's a lot.
It's pretty well measured.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's... Oh, wow. I mean, that's perfect right there.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Let's see here. Oh, mercy. Smell that.
Wow. Well, you get the first carbonated taste.
You're probably not going to like it, but that's the thing.
I like it more than I like any other.
There's almost pineapple-y notes in there.
Yeah.
A subtle bitterness.
It's like pineapple, but there's also like pine.
Yeah.
Notes of pine
kind of
in
some
there.
Pine notes in there too, a little bit of spiciness, and a lot of floral going on in there.
Are you going to tell them what it is?
Oh gosh, I should have mentioned that. Yes.
And why it's a little bit bigger but small.
Why it's probably going to be about that big of a pour when we do it. This is Bardic's. I keep struggling to say first because it's not really our first, but it's as of the opening of the tap room, it's the first. So this is the Bardic Tap Room first ever IPA that we have produced. It is called the very easily pronounceable and rememberable,
especially once you've had a drink or two.
Yeah, Schmebulok. And it is our first IPA. It is made in the spirit of Dogfish Head's 120-minute IPA. Changed it up a little bit to make it our own, obviously, our own hops, our own grains, but made kind of in their style and the way they...
Inspired.
Technique.
Bardic inspiration.
Yes. It is made with Bardic inspiration. And it is, let's see, how to put this gently. It's 18%. So, Genus, if you're watching, it's on you now. It was always on you, but I mistakenly thought it was on me. But now it's really, really on you now. So 18% is officially now the number to beat.
Yep.
Still not the highest in Spokane. I'm a little close. Little put out. I'm 0.4 away.
Yes.
But that's okay.
I mean, technically, like legally, we could say,
yeah,
but we're not going to play that way.
No, that's you win honest or don't win at all. So this one is ridiculous. It does not taste it.
No.
It tastes just like a good old, really nice, intricate pineapple-y IPA that you can have 5 ounces of and it'll sit you right down on your butt. So
when I first took a drink of it, it reminded me of like a fruity like cocktail. Like I was expecting like major sweetness, like of something that has, vodka and pineapple juice and
practically does
and sugar and, all like syrup and stuff. But that was like the initial, like the nose and that first sip. And then immediately like the hops came in and the grain and it dried out. So it gave you like a like teaser of sweet, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh no, this is
Yeah.
actually bitter.
But then a little bit of residual sweetness at the end.
Yeah.
So it's like the bitter said, "Aha, I'm here to stay." Just kidding. Here's a little more sweetness.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who's giving you a hard time and then kind of gives you that nudge that says, "But we're still friends." At the end.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one, it's a thing.
It is a thing. Like, I don't like IPAs. I kind of almost like that one.
Yeah, it's still young.
Yes,
There's no two ways
yeah.
about it. By all rights, this should probably age another month or 36.
Yeah.
But we don't have that kind of time frame right now. So
But it's delicious as is.
It is. It's truly fantastic as
I mean,
is.
it will change and grow.
Mhm.
But like, this isn't something that you drink and go like,
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
No, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to pat myself on the back. But
I'll do it.
Thank you. But I would say, though, this has given me the technique I need for my next iteration that's going to be going into a barrel.
Yep.
So
do you want to talk about that now, or should we?
Nope, that's
gonna wait.
far enough out in the future that they're just going to have to wait.
All right.
But it's going to be something.
Yeah.
It's going to be a thing. So I'm going to enjoy this. What do you have?
I have another. Oh, look at that! He labeled it.
Ta-da!
Oh, mine came off pretty easy.
I must have cinched mine harder. Listen to this baby purr.
Well, I see the foam start going
Oh,
up.
I can smell that from here. Oh, mercy.
I don't want.
It'll come down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Last thing I wanted was this to like start exploding all over the
You don't get another new
technology
laptop.
here. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that's
Holy
a good
cow!
smell.
Yeah, I can smell that from here. That's nigh perfect
So
already.
this isn't a new cider per se. It's up is down. So doing the kind of final carbonation test, I guess.
Oh my god!
So the sad story, I think I mentioned last week, is I made up is down. I wrote the recipe down once I had got it all settled and released it and everything, and then accidentally threw away the recipe.
Womp, womp, womp,
Yeah.
womp.
And so I've been spending the last couple of weeks because I had the cider base getting ready. And so I spent the last couple of weeks trying to rebuild my recipe.
But you knew how you did it.
Yeah, it was just
you knew the steps to follow, so you were going to recreate it exactly. It was just getting back to that point.
It was figuring out the ratios.
That smells
And
unreal
I believe
from
I
here,
have
even.
figured it back out.
Yeah. And even if you haven't, that is, at least when I tried it flat. Let's try it.
Yeah, it's better carbonated.
Oh my god.
I forgot the head retention on this. That
is ridiculously good.
So Up is Down will be coming back very soon.
Like as soon as there's an empty tap.
Yep,
I'd say.
exactly.
Man, that's good.
Yeah.
Dang, well done.
I'm really looking forward to trying this mixed with LN6 and Health Potion.
And Schmebulock.
Here, try it.
Both at once here. Yeah, that's actually really, really good.
Really?
That is, they
Okay.
complement each other so stinking well. That is really nice. I forget what a beer. I have that name found out. I should find that. Maybe if I do a Google search for Venn diagram and see what I can find.
Oh, wow. Snakebite.
Snakebite? No, that's a brand. Venn diagram. Come on, Google, don't let me down. How about Circle?
We'll figure it out.
Circle.
Circle.
No, well, those are circles.
They are.
Yeah, no dice.
Mead mix is a sizer, where the it's a not a gruit.
No, a braggot.
Braggot, thank
Yeah.
you. And then where the beer and cider mix is a name
Yeah,
that we can't remember.
Snakebite is an actual brand, but it might be also the style. It's
I
kinda,
think
kinda
it's like
Band-Aid.
I think it's a slang.
Yeah, it could be. Well,
I don't know.
regardless, we'll figure it out at some point. That was incredible.
That
I
was
liked
good.
that.
Yeah.
And if you're not up to 18%,
Here's a good option to bring it down to like 12%.
yeah, you just Add the 2, so let's see, what, 7 plus 18, 25 divided by 2, so like 12.5%. That's not terrible.
That's
still higher than
singularity.
No, I shouldn't say that out loud. You water this down, it still wins.
Hush you.
It's okay. I'm really good friends with their head brewer, and so
yes.
we have a very good friendly competition going on. I'm just winning. That's all. It's the important thing.
Not that you're proud of that or anything.
Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah,
I am absolutely proud of that one. This was
Hi, Moses. Hi, Sam.
And thank you. We did have a wonderful anniversary.
Yep.
Yesterday was our anniversary. 17 years.
I can't hardly believe it.
It's like 5 minutes.
Underwater.
Yeah. No, it was a fantastic anniversary.
Yep.
So
Andrea and Brandy covered the tap room for us, so we got the day off. Our kids.
Pretty sure I had a part to play in that.
I was thinking.
I remember it well.
I was thinking my parents, but they're going over there next weekend. Yes. And so then it was the kids, but my kids became the sentence. Our kids got to go over to a friend's house for a summer party. So they had a ton of fun, and we just got to go hang out downtown and go try so many foods and drinks and walking, and it was just lovely. But yeah, we'll get back to that. So,
a snake bite is composed of equal parts lager and cider, and this, to the keen eye, is most definitely, decidedly not a lager. So we will not be calling this a snake bite. Well, maybe we'll just call this straight deadly.
Yeah.
That'd be fine too. Oh, and yes, Moses, I'm so glad you guys got the last meatball sandwich.
Those were really good.
Just meant I had to make meatballs for myself on my own from scratch today, but that's okay.
You're awful.
He's a good friend. I can tease him on the air.
Oh. And hi, Glenn.
All right, so there, that's what we're drinking and the problems we're having in life. So what
problems are we having in life?
The problems we're having is we don't know what this mixed with that is called.
We'll figure it out. I'm sure they're and
cue random child.
Random child. So I got a birthday present in the mail today from my sister-in-law. His name is Indominus, and the kids are just as in love with him as I am. So Wendy really wanted him to be on air tonight.
It is not uncommon for us to get Amazon packages.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was fun.
It was like I just finished packaging up all the boxes, throwing them in the recycle, and I come back around to the front of the house, like, another box? What the heck? Open it up. It's honey. Honey.
We'll often order something and forget to tell the other, or just forget what we ordered. And so, like, Amazon boxes,
Christmas every other week.
Yeah, so Amazon boxes just kind of show up, and it's like, wait, what was this? And open up. Oh, right, we got I get huge bottles of shampoo because it's so much cheaper than in the store. And so then it comes, and it's like, oh, right, I forgot that I ordered this. And so we open this one up, and it's this guy, and we didn't immediately see any packaging, package slip or anything, and so it was just like, what?
It's cute and it's mine now, but what is this?
Well, and we just yesterday received 2 inflatable dinosaur costumes, which we'll get to a little bit later, because that was a business expense.
Believe it or not.
And so it was like, well, maybe because we ordered, they were doing a deal, and it's like a special gift kind of thing. And then we kind of dug through and actually found the packaging slip, and it was the, happy birthday, Courtney. And yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah. Which is actually a good segue into, let me make sure he's taken care of down there.
You gotta.
But yeah, no, it's a good segue into this Thursday. So my birthday's on Thursday. Yay.
Day we're celebrating for sure.
Yep. We're not working because it's a Thursday, but Andrea will be there. And give away gift cards. So come in every swipe or cash, every payment, monies gets first monies. Gets a gift card.
Monies. Wow.
Oh, honey, there's a giant spider on the curtain.
So there is.
Oh, well. Ew. Okay, I think it's...
What was that?
Huh?
Huh? Now there's a giant stain on the curtain.
Yes. But you're very good at removing stains. So.
Yes, so I am. I do the laundry very well, thank you very much.
Yes, you do.
Birthday on Thursday.
Yes. So come in on Thursday. I'll be there for a little bit because Mark and I, since it's our day off, we go on a date to Bardic. Hang out because we really do love the place, and it's nice to be there and not actually have to work.
The funnest is when the people that are also there don't know we're the owners.
Yeah,
and we're just some rando chilling at the bar, like, this is really, hey, you should try this. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, maybe I'll order that next. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was the best. Somebody tried recommending my own beer to me. It's like,
oh, that's right.
It's like, I appreciate that. Thank you. I think I will try that next.
So I'll be there a little bit, but still, come in, get gift cards because it's my birthday and I want to give stuff to you guys because I love you guys.
That's kind of just how we roll.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the thing.
So what we're drinking, what's coming up?
Yeah, well, that's not all that's coming
Teasers.
up. I actually wrote a list of things because I wanted to make sure that we actually talked about all the things.
Good grief. All right. Buckle up, folks.
I got one.
Yep. That's one.
Gift card giveaway on Thursday. Do we want to talk about this one next?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we gotta.
Okay, so we're sitting at lunch today. Literally, this idea is hours old, and we're going to implement it this week.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you know, to be funny, we should do that. And next thing you know, it's law.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So we're sitting at lunch today, and Peter just randomly, out of the blue, asks, "Okay, so if somebody came in and bought one of everything, how much would they spend?"
Not one of everything on the menu. One of everything that we offer at all, whether or not it's on the board. So a grunt and a growler and a whisper and a flight of everything and all the merch that we offer and
a t-shirt
the mug club,
and a beanie
it's like, oh dang, kid, I didn't even think about that. Let's figure this out.
And so as
by the way, it turns out about $800 you can buy the Bardic for $800 apparently. A thing of everything
based on Mark's rough estimates, sitting at lunch without all the things in front of you.
Yeah.
I'd hate for somebody to come in and be like, $800, I want the Bardic, and then we ring it all up. It's $1,300.
If somebody's going to buy one of absolutely everything we offer, it's $800 or less.
Maybe we should do the math before we declare that, like proper math.
I mean, unless they want to buy like a new car to go with it.
At any rate, and so as they're talking about that, I got the idea of like, wouldn't it be fun to do a Bardic bingo? And so it's a Bardic bingo card. So we're gonna put this out this week, and there's going to be two categories of cards. We're gonna have several different cards so that people can do it more than once if they want.
We're thinking about that. I don't know. So.
Yeah. But there's a category for those who are in the Mug Club and the category for those who are not. And really the only difference is the center square. So if you're Mug Club, you get the center square right off the bat. So that's your little perk. So you're welcome.
Or if you want a challenge and you don't have a Mug Club, you get the Mug Club card and you can just never have the center square.
Well, until Black Friday.
That would be a challenge.
Until Black Friday.
That's true.
At this point,
you're really trying your luck and hoping you get there by 4 because at this rate, the number of people that have asked.
Right?
We're going to have lines.
And then the other one just has a different in the center.
How retroactive can we be?
It's going to be from the point you get the
card on. That's actually an excellent question, Glenn.
Yes, very good.
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at the sheet,
Mark and I were actually talking about this, and I used you as an example.
And I'm trying to be all hard nosed about it. It's like, no, we have to organize the squares so that we can't just hand this to somebody and they go check. Where's my freebie? It's like, no, we have to put impossible things down here. It's like, did a handstand right in the middle so nobody gets anything. But no, we have to be fair. It's nuts to being fair. Let's be hard.
Wasn't that bad?
No, but I mean,
I pointed out,
if Apple can talk about how their products are the best thing in all creation, then I can be this.
You can be, but do you want to?
No, I'm nothing like Apple. I'm actually good.
Hey,
oh, we lost a viewer.
At any rate, of course you did. But no, I was talking because I think Mark was overthinking a little bit because sometimes every once in a while,
sometimes
you do that.
To be fair, only on days that end in Y.
It's okay. And so I was like, okay, well, like Glenn comes in on Saturdays, and so he gets a standard pour, and usually he'll like fill something, and he gets a pizza, and he plays games. Like he brings his own games, and then he's not opposed to like pulling something out of the game cupboard. And so like that's a Saturday night for him. So he already
it's like, okay, well, there's bingo right there. So let's use the community bookmark in there and really screw it up.
At any rate, the kind of idea behind this is it's something fun, and we're hoping that it kind of gets people out of their norm, because pushing those boundaries just a little bit is a good thing. Also, your first bingo, so it's either like 5 across or 5 up and down.
Or diagonal? Do bingos work diagonal?
Well, no, because you could do diagonal, just 2 of them.
No, 5 diagonal.
Okay, yeah, 5 diagonal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's standard bingo rules.
We own the place. It's our bingo card.
5 diagonal.
Yes. So straight across, up and down, 5 diagonal. First one of those you get 10% off your order. Do we want it to be like that order that night, or just like?
Oh, no, I don't care. They can just bring it in for whatever.
Okay, yeah. So
if they want to wait for the night that they're bringing in 12 people and they're footing the whole tab, sure, do that.
Yeah, cool. All right.
Do that.
So yeah, you hand us a bingo card that has a bingo on it and say, I'd like my 10%. We go, cool. Or you hand it to us and we mark off that last one. You say, I'd like that back for when I bring it in later.
Okay.
Actually, no, we should probably hang on to them. So then people don't, oh man, I forgot it at home. How many times?
Well, then bring it next time.
Well, no, how many times did people like, oh man, I left my Whisper at home?
Well, then we sell them a new Whisper.
Well, yeah, but we can't.
We just sell them a new bingo card.
We're not selling these.
Well, then we give them a new bingo card.
But no, if we have a file folder, we can just like go through and like,
people are responsible adults. That's why they get to buy alcohol. They can handle a bingo card.
Okay. At any rate,
we keep the mugs because they're fragile.
At any rate,
they can handle a bingo card.
So first bingo, you get 10% off. Once you do a what's it called?
Blackout.
A blackout. When you fill out the whole board, you get to pick any piece of merchandise of your choice. So t-shirt, beanie, whenever we get baseball hats back in, sweatshirt.
Entree?
I mean, that's not really like a merchandise.
Well, no, but I mean.
Okay, yeah. Entree.
Merch or pizza?
Sure.
Pizza?
For free. That does not include mug clubs. So
Obviously.
Don't say this for Black Friday and be like, I'd like my free merchandise. Mug clubs are not included in that.
No.
Nor is alcohol.
Yeah,
so
there's rules.
You could definitely come in and say, I'd like a growler.
We can do the 10% off.
Yes.
That's above board. I talked to the guy.
Yep.
That's totally legit.
Yeah.
Freebies, unfortunately, a lot more restrictive.
Yes.
Can't do that. But
you can come in and say, I'd like a growler, and we can give you the glass for free, but then the fill has to be paid for.
Or I'd like Myth's hoodie for free and a growler of whatever else.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So, ta-da! We've got Bardic Bingo now.
Coasters. Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Yep.
Pack of 4.
Yep.
As I understand it.
Yep. We do them by 4s. Which means we need to get a hold of them because we're getting low.
We should probably get a few more coasters.
Yeah. So we're gonna instate this later this week. So don't come in Tuesday and ask because
this is early beta.
Yeah. You can see our process. We kind of go back and forth on some things. But
this is a great idea. We should do this thing. Oh no. It's kind of our process.
A little bit. But yeah, so later this week we'll post about it. We'll definitely have a date by Wednesday because I want to put it in the email that goes out. Well, I mean, yeah. We
Oh,
just had a
that.
date
Oh,
this
that
together.
kind of. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I could go
A
for
release date for bingo. Bardic at bingo. Bardic at
Bardic
bingo.
at bingo.
Bardic bingo.
Do you think if you snuck like a little flask in, that would be Bardic at bingo? You think the other old folks would have a problem with that, or would they ask for samples?
I actually want to go to bingo someday. It sounds fun, like with your little like stampy thing.
Which we should probably get a stamp so we can put something on here so people can't just go check. No, I swear I got blackout.
Well, we could either do a stamp, which would be a lot of fun, or we could just do our initials.
Yeah, that's fine. So stamp it is. I'll look into ordering those.
At any rate, yes. So end of the week, look for this.
Yep.
I love that you paused and read that, Glenn.
It just makes me so happy.
Okay, so that's that.
It's that side of the paper.
Yes.
We have notes. I hope you're all taking notes. There will be a test later.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, real quick
Yes.
segue.
Yes.
The production building out back
Yes.
is coming along fantastically. I wonder
so
if
excited.
I wonder. Oh, I just got a text from ekurtcds@gmail.com.
It looks super legit.
It looks
too.
like a super encrypted. It seems legit.
Yeah.
I should text back, but later. Right now,
Legit.
totes my goats. No, I have a picture I want to share with everybody in the world because I'm sure that's kind of the reach we're getting on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Let's see how well
Hey, we got 4 people.
Let's see how well this works here. That's not terrible, but that is the production building that's going up right now on our property.
Yes.
So the company that's doing it, Rendall, they're doing a
fantastic
amazing job. These guys are unreal. They've dealt with so many problems and setbacks that would have hobbled me, and they just kind of took it in stride and dealt with it.
So I think last week we were relaying the story.
The phone cable problem. Yeah.
But the phone company came out on Tuesday.
Something like that.
Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. The phone company, the actual workers.
Yep.
Those guys were fantastic.
Yes.
They did a bang up job.
Yes.
Our contractors worked amazingly with them.
Yep.
Solved that problem in an afternoon.
Yep.
Next thing you know, the main posts are up and set. Which, bless their hearts, the poor concrete truck couldn't make it into the backyard.
Just by like a couple of inches.
And it was so darn close. They probably could have, but they wouldn't have gotten back out again. And so these guys just muscled it up, and like 3 to 4 wheelbarrow fulls of concrete per post, hand hauled it all out there, and they took care of that. So got all the posts set. They got all this little cross beam thing. They're called girts. I never knew that.
Girts McGirts.
They got all those things set up. I mean, these guys are doing a stellar job. So we're hoping the roof will be on this week. We're hoping the pad will be poured by the end of the week. I mean,
our contractors are thinking that's the case.
Yes, I mean
it's construction.
In either case, we're looking at like 3 weeks. We got a new production building.
So good.
So more than a little excited about that.
Yes.
It's going to be so nice.
Because right now our entire garage is just packed with stuff. Because half of it's my cider house where we can only keep certain things,
including bikes. Because we don't have not including bikes because that would be illegal to put personal stuff in commercial space.
Yes.
But if we were to have fit bikes in there, they would have fit.
You're just digging yourself a hole.
Is this
the rest of the garage?
Is this my first earth bending?
I don't know. You've dug holes before.
I mean, Aang's first earth bending was digging a hole with Katara. So,
at any rate, the rest of our garage is filled with storage stuff. The kinds of things that don't have to be separated from our personal stuff, and then all of our personal stuff, and no cars because we haven't been able to park in our garage for
ever
3 years. Yeah. Anyway, so Kaylee likes it. So we're excited. I'm really, really excited.
I am so excited. That thing is going to be so nice. There's going to be a picture tour. We'll probably live video about it.
Yep.
Beer bikes. Gosh.
We saw
one of those beer bikes multiple times last night, and they just kept getting funnier and funnier the more they drove by.
Yes.
How they kept going, I have no idea.
Well, because all you got to do is sit and run.
There's
as you said.
There has to have been some DD that was steering.
Yeah, of course.
Man, oh man, those things are cool.
Yeah.
So, production on the building is coming along really, really great.
Yes.
Love those guys. I will be We will probably straight up formally post about their company and
Yep.
recommendations and everything else. We've talked about Rendall Excavation. They're amazing.
Specifically, Zach.
Yeah, specifically Zach. That guy is unreal.
Yeah.
But once the whole thing's done and we do the formal video tour and everything else, we'll post all their details. And
Yep.
if you have anything to do with dirt or building, you pretty much just talk to them and don't worry about it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, so on with the notes.
All right. So
Yes.
for a while, we were doing board game night.
That was an okay idea.
Yeah.
Didn't work out for our specific space, but it was an okay idea.
So we are going to start tabletop game night. Tabletop game night. Yeah. Anyway. It's going to be on Wednesdays. Did we decide if we were doing every Wednesday or every other Wednesday?
We should start with every other.
Okay.
We don't want to burn ourselves out.
That is a very good point. So every other Wednesday, we are going to host tabletop game. Look like is between 5 and 9. We're going to do hour slots. And the hour slot is going to be playing a game with either me or Mark. So it might be that from 5 to 6, Mark is hosting a game of Forbidden Island, and we will post this list. So then maybe 6 to 7, I'm hosting a game of
Catan or something.
Catan, yeah. So we'll be posting the schedule the week before, and people can sign up. And so obviously there will be a specific number of sign up slots because there's only a certain number of chairs at any given table. And you come in, you order your drink, you sit down and play the game.
We play games and have a good old time laughing and chatting.
Yep. That hour is done. You are free to stay, but you have to move to a different table because we've got another crew coming in for the next hour, unless you signed up for that hour.
That's true. People can do that, can't they?
Yeah. And because of that, so Mark and I will switch off. So like 5 to 6 is Mark playing Forbidden Island. 6 to 7 is me playing Catan. And then 7 to 8 is Mark playing Forbidden Island. And 8 to 9 is me playing Catan. So if
you don't feel that you won fair and square at Uno, rematch an hour later.
Yeah.
Fair warning, I'll win.
I won a game of Uno with Peter the other day where I didn't even let him put a card down.
Oh, gosh, that hurts.
Yeah.
It's like, welcome to the real world, kid.
He beat me the next round very soundly. So
Uno is a great introduction to reality.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It's like, congratulations, you participated. No, draw 4 wild. There you go. Participate in that.
So we're working on getting signups. We want to be able to do them online and in the tap room and actually have them overlap so that we don't sell a bunch of spots in the tap room and have
it's free.
Sign up a bunch of spots in the tap room and then have those spots also I wanted to say sell again, sign up online, and then oh no, we have 12 people for a 5 slot.
So we will technology it.
Yes. But we're going to start doing signups this Wednesday for gaming on the following Wednesday. And I think that's kind of how it's going to be, that we'll do one Wednesday where we announce the games and start signups. And then the following Wednesday will be the games. And then the following Wednesday will be announce the games. And then
seems good.
I think
it's a good start anyway, until we figure it out and go, wow, this was garbage. How did we ever know this before? And then we do something different.
I mean, that's kind of the story of like life.
I know, right? What a great idea. Oh no, this is straight trash. I should try something else. What a great idea. Oh no, this is absolute. It's called the scientific method.
It is.
They have fancier words for it, but that's basically the scientific method. More or less. And we know a scientist. I could text him right now. He'd probably back me up on that.
Oh, he would absolutely back you up on that. So, if you guys have any suggestions on games that you would love to see us play, let us know. We're more than happy to take suggestions. We've got several that we are are wanting to start with. You were talking about doing Betrayal on House on Haunted Hill.
I mean, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a really fun game where there's, a bunch of players in a mansion. You're moving from room to room, doing tasks, encountering things. And then halfway through the game, you secretly discover, very Clue style, that one of you is actually a betrayer.
Not necessarily.
Oh, potentially discover that.
Like halfway through, the haunting happens, and it could be something that you're cooperatively trying to escape.
Close enough. Wow.
Betrayal.
I mean, more or less, that's basically. You won't be disappointed if that's what you go into it thinking. Thank you, Glenn. Appreciate that, buddy. It's been a while. It really has been a while since I played it.
Yeah.
But that's basically the gist. There's an element of doing a thing.
Yeah.
There's a surprise point, and then there's an element of dealing with that surprise point.
It might be cooperative, or it might be player versus player. It might be players versus one player.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun.
It is thoroughly fun. And Glenn, I think I owe you a game of that. I think it'll be fun for us to sit down and play that, and you can teach me.
There's a game.
Sweet. Nailed the rules.
What?
It was the title. It wasn't the betrayal on the haunting of the secret of the house on the hill that was haunted on the Hill House. Ghosts.
Monsters.
Unlike that one game that Luke and Kaylee taught us, the title really was that long.
Yes.
We should find that one.
We should. I'm considering doing.
Still, Glenn, I do want a game of that with you. I think that'd be a blast. So
yeah, I'm thinking of doing my first game, Once Upon a Time. I think is what it's called.
Yes.
But it's a cooperative storytelling. It's cooperative competitive storytelling. The basic gist is that you have your cards in your hand and you keep them secret, and one of them is an ending, and then everything else is story elements, and you're trying to get the story has to make sense throughout, and you're trying to get it so that your ending will make sense as an ending, and if you can play your ending card, then you win the game. And so whoever starts their story, and they have to use story elements as they're telling the story. And it's not like every single thing you can put down, like your card is old woman, so you can say once there was an old woman and she was the baker in the city of, and start describe the city and start saying something up, and then and one day she went to the magical well, and you put down your magical well.
But I might have a card that's a rambling card, and it's like, I think you're rambling, and so I'll just throw that down, and now the story's mine, and I pick up everything and I interrupt you that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so you can interrupt and take the story from the other person.
Competitive storytelling.
Or if I get to a point where I'm just then somebody can call me on it, or I can just say I'm done. Your turn. And so it's a lot of fun.
It's really competitive, cooperative storytelling.
Oh, Glenn wants to play Once Upon a Time.
That's going to be so cool. Yeah,
it's a lot of fun. So it will definitely be on the list. I'm thinking it'll be the first one. I might be persuaded to do something different, maybe, but I mean, knowing that I at least have one person who would want to play it.
So I think you should. That would be very much your style. Very much in your style.
I got super excited when we saw it at Powell's.
It was a good game. I'm glad we got it.
It was complete impulse purchase. We were on vacation in Portland a couple of years ago, and he had never been to Portland, so I took him to Powell's, and we spent way long in Powell's because you can spend an eternity in Powell's, and we saw that, and I was like, "Yep, we're buying this."
Nuts! What was that? I can't remember that one game we played over at Luke and Kaylee's. It was like the sorcerer.
Kaylee, if you're still on, tell us what the game was
had
called.
That weird fire mountain skull thing, lava thing going on, and you have to build up spells. I totally want to play that game.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun.
That would be good too. We'll figure it out later. It's not like we don't see them every single week, so we'll figure that out. I think that one might be my first game because that one was just
that was a lot of
fun. That
one
was a riot. It was really good.
I'm about to segue. They're coming in on Tuesday to bring in a sample
Of
one of their meads for Summerween. Segue.
I mean,
the last item on the thing.
That was a pretty good segue.
Oh, Kaylee's working on it. Okay, when you find it, let us know.
This is the best job on earth. We have the best friend. It's like we hang out with our best friends and do fun things, and somehow
and
epic spell wars of the battle wizards at Mount Skullsfire.
It's so good.
That's gonna be my first game. Thank you very much.
Maybe ask Luke and Kaylee if you can borrow it.
I'm gonna buy it.
All right,
that's a taproom game now.
I suppose
as soon as Amazon can get it to us.
Yes, we definitely have time to get it. Okay, so yay!
Nice.
It's so funny. Okay, but yeah, no. So I segued into Summerween.
So what pray tell is Summerween?
Summerween
sounds like Halloween in summer.
Ah, look at you! It's a fictitious holiday based on Gravity Falls. So we're huge Gravity Falls nerds, as are Luke and Kaylee, owners of Mystic Mead, and so we decided that this summer we needed to celebrate Summerween, and
like you do,
and because people can get really nerdy about stuff that they love. Fans figured out that June 22nd is Summerween, according to Gravity Falls. So June 22nd, which is a Tuesday, we are going to have a Summerween celebration. It's going to include new releases. So Shmebulok is going to be one of the releases. And tell us why you named it Shmebulok.
Because there is a gnome, a small little gnome in Gravity Falls whose name is Shmebulok.
Yes.
And it was just a funny name for a funny beer that's out of the blue, like, what? But why? And that seemed very appropriate for me.
Yes. And then Mystic is going to be releasing a new mead, which I will let them explain and release. Or not release. They're releasing it on the 22nd, but I'll let them do the blurb about that. You're still on it, aren't you?
No.
He's buying the epic spell wars of the battle wizards at Mount Skullsfire right now.
I think what you mean to say is I have ordered epic spell wars. It'll be here Wednesday.
Yay!
Thank you, Amazon Prime.
All right. So back to Summerween. And then I'm releasing a new cider that I have yet to name because I apparently have trouble naming my ciders. I've got a couple in mind, a couple of names that I'm toying with. They're all Gravity Falls themed. But my cider is going to be a watermelon cayenne cider. So it's hot. I gave some samples to some friends and forgot to mention that it was hot because it was with a couple of other samples and almost, not literally, but like almost figuratively killed one of them. So, oops. And like Zuko was like, there's a nice pleasant heat to it. This is hot.
Yeah, this one makes Zuko look like a walk in the park.
Yeah. So
but it's
so good.
You really nailed the watermelon flavor on this one. I really feel like you captured that watermelon, which is extremely hard to do. And then you threw in plenty of heat. That's for sure.
If I can see it.
I'll just kind of do a little dance here, entertain the crowds while you do the thing.
Thank you.
Oof, that looks pretty.
So, I mean, it's got the watermelon and the cayenne still in it, but that's it. That's the sample so far. So
that's a lot of watermelon.
I know. I haven't tried it recently though. I should probably get up. Yeah, I'm gonna sample this later though, because I don't want to drink out of it because I want to be able to give samples to some other people, so I make sure that I'm not killing people with the heat.
I can think of more than a few, or germs.
Yes.
I can think of more than a few people that appreciate you not drinking out of the sample that you give them.
Yes. But I'm excited about it. So
I've got Shmebulok, you've got your cider, and
I said Mystic Mead had their mead that was coming.
They've got their mead that's coming, and
I mean, there's other stuff on the list. What are you? Is it on the list, or did I miss something?
Item number 2, subsection 4. The Sizer.
That's not coming out for Summerween. That's separate.
No, I have been operating for months under the idea that was for some.
No,
Literally everything I have done on that project, all the agitation, all the chilling, all of the management on that thing I have done has been under the premise that it was coming out June 22nd.
No,
It's ready.
But it doesn't have.
It's ready.
It doesn't have a Gravity Falls name.
Call it Wendy.
It's not a Gravity Falls name.
Dipper. Call it Dipper Pines.
No, we're calling
Throw
it.
a pine cone in it and call it Dipper Pines.
We're calling it This Is Fine. And it's just
That's something Dipper would say.
Well, yes, but it's not specifically.
It's how you present it. I mean, put on a fez and an eye patch and some really black rimmed glasses and it's okay. And then you could sell it that way.
Yes, you're not wrong. That's for a different thing. It's okay.
It's almost ready though.
I do need to go get more mango.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We have a sizer in the work, but it's not associated with Summerween.
But it is cool, and I know you love me. Thank you.
Yes. Back to Summerween. New releases. We're also going to do a costume contest, hence why we bought the inflatable dinosaur costumes for our children. And they got to try them on today. You got pictures, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're very good pictures, but I got them.
The kids were ecstatic. They've been wanting those for actually a while, but
awesome.
They had fun with them. So yeah, we're going to have costume contests. Obviously, you don't have to dress up to come on the 22nd, but if you do and you want to be part of the costume contest, we're going to take pictures of everybody and then let people vote on which one their favorite who had the best costume. And then we'll give something away. I don't know. We haven't talked about that. We're also going to do a coloring contest of jack-o'-melons. So in Gravity Falls, because it's summer, they don't carve jack-o'-lanterns like pumpkins. They carve jack-o'-melons, which are watermelons.
And because we're not giving people who have perhaps had one beer or cider a sharp implement and a watermelon,
yes,
we will give them instead crayons and paper.
Yes, but again, it'll be a contest, so we're gonna put them up on the wall for a couple of days and let people pick out which one's their favorite and give something away. And then we're also gonna give away free candy, but not the good candy, the loser candy, because the show. It's okay, you'll like it. Peter went, yay! And then I said, but not the good candy. And he goes, oh. So, yes, that is.
So, Jolly Ranchers?
Yes.
The candy nobody actually likes and throws away, and yet everybody gets.
Our kids like Jolly Ranchers.
I mean, the watermelon is good.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
Kaylee says your hard work's not unnoticed. They love you.
I know. That's why I said thank you. I love you too.
Oh, I missed that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it was
that
subtle.
Makes more
it
sense.
Snuck in there, but that's okay.
Okay. So that's Summerween. So not this Tuesday, but the following Tuesday. And I'm going to make an event on Facebook so that we can share that and get that out there too. Oh, we have 8 people.
Nice.
More than the 8 people who are currently watching and the handful of people who will watch this throughout the week.
I know, right?
Which is still the fact that it's more than just my mom watching is still kind of surreal.
I know, right?
We're almost
It's like when we first started.
Yes.
And we have created one of them weird Facebook pages. And we got the first follower that wasn't one of our parents or friends.
Yeah.
I don't know you. This is great.
Yes. There's still a little bit of that. Moses loves Jolly Ranchers.
Glenn hates Jolly Ranchers.
So, okay, in the show, the premise is that there's the loser candy, and it's the candy that gets left on the bottom of the bowl that nobody wants. They name off a bunch of them. They're all knockoffs of the actual candies. I can't remember what they are though, but they're really funny. Anyways, go watch the episode in preparation because you will thank us.
Yes.
So.
Sign up for the free 30-day trial of Disney Plus. Watch that episode and then cancel if you don't want it.
Yes. Actually, I think it's a 7-day trial.
Probably so.
At any rate.
But you'd think with Disney there'd be a sequel. It's like the next 14-day trial.
Yeah.
And the 21-day trial. And the 28-day trial.
The
Land Before Time.
Real.
Yeah, no kidding. Land Before Time, you pretty much just get a subscription for life.
Oh, black licorice? No.
Yes.
I know you like it.
But
I
no,
know.
not always. No, black licorice is like salt and vinegar chips. There is a
Oh.
time and a place. It's like that Bible verse. There is a season for everything. A time for war, a time for peace, a time for black licorice, a time for get that crap away from me.
Yeah.
A time for salt and vinegar chips, a time for, oh goodness, no, I want water.
Yeah, see?
I'm pretty sure that's how that verse goes. I don't know.
So knowing that none of us are perfect, I can't fulfill the sometimes there's a time for black licorice and sometimes there's not portion of that verse. It's a downfall on my part.
It's time for love.
Okay.
Maybe we can make
so,
up for it that way.
See.
Yes, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah. Just binge all of Gravity
You could
Falls.
pretty well binge Gravity Falls in 7
Yeah.
days.
It's we've talked about it before, but it's a not like an adult cartoon like Rick and Morty
No.
or South Park. It's like
It's a
it's like
cartoon.
an adolescent cartoon.
Yeah, it's a cartoon that adults would appreciate.
Yeah.
And kids probably wouldn't
Yeah.
appreciate.
Like
And
we
maybe
haven't
the younger kids would kind of go, I don't like this so much, but it's that
yeah.
middle ground.
Like we haven't let our kids watch it yet, but they will later.
It is fundamentally a story about a couple of kids who are almost teenagers, but not quite. And I feel like that's really kind of the age group that would really appreciate
Yeah.
the show.
That group and beyond. 'cause
Well, and beyond, because let's be honest.
I'm not a teenager because I have well past that.
You're married and you've started a business and you have kids and you probably ought to not be a teenager having done all those things.
And I love Gravity Falls.
Yeah,
12,
definitely.
13,
Yeah,
yeah.
A time for beer and a time. Correct.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
There is. Come on in sometime and talk to me at the bar. We'll have bar talk. There's a few great proverbs about stuff like that. But anyway,
Yes.
that I've shared with my Mormon friends that they've laughed about. So I know it's cool stuff to talk about. So
Okay.
anyway,
I
have we
through
finished our
I got
notes?
through my notes.
Got through our
And it
Special.
only took 51 and a half minutes.
special of the week. We got to
Yes.
knock that out real quick.
Okay,
We
so
talked about doing the
the
sandwich thing.
Cubanos.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
sounds so much cooler when you give it a fancy name that I can pronounce.
Let me look it up because I can't remember what's on it.
I mean, just say it with a little bit of a Spanish flair.
Oh no, I just can't remember what's on it.
Cubanos. Doesn't matter if it's right. It sounds better.
But I don't remember what goes on it.
We say it good enough. Nobody cares.
Sliced ham, yellow mustard, dill pickles, and Swiss cheese.
Toasted?
I
don't know. It seems like you can go
I
either
feel
way
like
on
that-
that.
Okay, let's look at the weather.
It depends on. No, it's going to be warm. It's going to be warm.
Yeah, it's hot this week. Let's do it.
Okay, but we got to do a good bread because we can't do a
Yes.
crappy bread on those. That's
Yeah.
like what every other sandwich place in town does. Is they
Not every other.
the cheapest of the styrofoam bread you can possibly get, called French for no good reason other than you can't pronounce the ingredients that are in it.
Yeah.
We got to do like a good bread.
Yeah, we'll do a really good bread, but let's just keep it a cold sandwich.
We need to do that roasted garlic bread.
Oh, that could be really good.
Just slice that sucker on up there.
We might do that. So
We'll do right by you. Don't
yeah,
worry.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
So Cubano.
Yeah.
That's going to be the special this week. I thought about maybe making the special this week be my darkness cake.
Oh.
But I mean, the
But
special is
but I
tended
mean-
to be like something you could have for like a small dinner kind of thing.
I mean, that thing's heavy enough. It can keep a small nation alive.
This is
So,
true, but it's a dessert.
yes, Sir Arthur Guinness would be proud of you for that cake.
I'd like to
That
think
cake
so.
could single-handedly keep all of Ireland alive. So, but maybe not this week.
But I could make it with Heckin' Dark.
No.
No? Why not?
Relics.
I mean, yes, relics, but why not Heckin' Dark?
Wrong spices, wrong tartness.
You think?
Yep.
I think it would be fantastic.
It's got way too much of an acidity about it that you don't need in a dark chocolate
Okay.
cake.
Here's what we do. I make a small version of both,
Okay.
and we decide.
Or maybe we let the Mug Club members decide.
Oh, we could do that too. I'm not going to commit to that this week, though.
But it's relics.
Not necessarily.
It is. I've almost got Singularity done
Ooh, a
again.
dessert of the month.
do it with Heckin' Dark.
See, she knows what's up.
I'm hurt. It's okay. Matt would have my back.
It's okay.
Singularity would be the best, though.
I've made it with Singularity.
And it's almost done.
I think the last cake that I made was made with Singularity.
Yeah, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So,
and yeah, Singularity is almost done.
Yeah, I'd say, I mean, it's still young, but I'd say give it a couple more weeks and probably be ready. So
yeah,
the beers, Moses is down for some cake testing. Knew I liked that man. Good man there. But yeah, we've got some good, exciting things coming up here. Got Ish about ready.
Yeah, we haven't actually talked about like the beer and cider.
Got the Cane Madness almost ready to come up.
Yes. Oh yes, yeah. Okay. Gold Fab, yeah, that would be really good. Did Luke break you?
I cannot imagine putting Gold Fab into a cake. That would be the most rich, amazing cake in the world. Is just There's so little of it left. I can't imagine actually putting it into a cake.
That is kind of the downside, but
that would be pretty awesome, though.
Yes. What do you mentioned something about fever? Okay, madness.
Oh, yes. So coming up beer-wise here, we still have to blow through a few other things. We just put on the latest Raven Master. We just put on the latest What the Dickens.
If we didn't,
there's still plenty of Heckin' Dark left.
If we didn't just put Relics.
We're about to put the last of Relics on, and we're trailing out of Flying Bison. And so on deck is going to be Ish, our Irish Red.
Crowd pleaser, fan favorite.
Yeah, very much a fan favorite. That one is coming up here. It's very nearly ready. It will be ready for the next thing that blows, which is fantastic. Yep. Coming up also is the India Red Ale. And so that one's going to also be red. It's going to have a little bit of smokiness about it, a little bit of carameliness about it, and a little bit more of a hop presence than Ish.
Is it a little drier than
It is
Ish,
a little drier,
right?
a little less grain pronounced, a little more hop pronounced. But it's going to be in that general family. And so if somebody comes in there and is like, hey, I want an IPA, and we're out of Flying Bison, and they don't want to try Schmebulock, then maybe try Ish, but maybe try Cane Madness instead.
All right, you got to explain the name.
Okay. There is a hilarious movie called Evolution, starring David Duchovny and friends. Bunch of other people.
Need to look it up because they're such good actors.
That I absolutely recognize, and I absolutely do not remember their names.
Yeah.
But it's just a hilarious comedy. And David Duchovny's character is named Ira Kane. So Ira, I-R-A, which stands for India Red Ale. And he's just this hilarious character, and he's kind of this discredited scientist who tried to create something awesome to help people, and it ended up causing all these absolutely horrible side effects that they called the Cane Madness. And it's just kind of one of those funny 7 or 6 steps to Kevin Bacon type names.
I don't remember how to spell evolution.
EVO.
Oh, there we go.
LUT. There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Orlando Jones. That's his name.
Orlando Jones. Thank you very much.
And then,
what's your face?
Julianne. Oh, and Sean William Scott.
Oh,
yeah.
Truly fantastic movie. It's one of those oddball, this of that reminded me of that. So therefore, that's where I got the name.
Yeah.
So name of the beer is called Cane Madness. And it's an Irish red, or oh, goodness sakes, third time's a charm. An India Red Ale.
Yes.
Yep.
So, I've got like...
You're sparkly.
I'm sparkly, but I'm not a vampire. At least not that kind of vampire. That's
for the best.
Yes. Let's see. So I've got Up is Down on deck. The cider that I pressed last weekend is fermenting nicely. That's going to be split into MD314, which is going to sit and wait for several months until this fall. So sorry, you're not going to see that for a little while. And then there was
be really good when it's done.
Yes, doing it on purpose. And then there was room for 2 rose cider, which is my rose cider. It was on a couple months ago for like a week. That was my...
See, I blew through it pretty darn quick.
It went a lot faster than I expected to.
You've made a lot more of it this time around, though.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. So I'm making a very large batch of that. I'm kind of testing a little bit. I'm using rose hip in addition to just the rose water.
Well, rose buds.
Rose buds, not rose hip.
Yes, so we're throwing actual wagons into this cider.
Yep. That's an obscure one.
The axle grease is what gives it all of its flavor, actually.
It's got to be one that's been used, though, to just get that really rustic, earthy note.
Yeah, it adds that oxidation to it.
Yeah.
Now that I've utterly derailed that.
I think that's about it, though. I've talked about everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I can't think of a lot else.
Random recommendation of the week.
You need to go to Kendall Yards. And, first you need to make a reservation.
Yes.
Because dang.
Yes.
But then you're going to go to Kendall Yards and you're going to go a couple blocks off the main drag there and find a place called Vieux Carré. And so it's French. And so obviously it's got a bajillion other vowels and consonants in there that you wouldn't have expected. It's like Vieux Carre. Yeah. So Vieux Cara or Vieux Carré, if you pronounce it properly. These guys, they get Cajun like, oh my goodness, it's fantastic.
So good. Their beignet, that was amazing.
Oh my goodness, like a deep fried brie. I could just live off that. That was fantastic. And the
brie etouffee.
Oh yeah, the brie etouffee, and they had a crawfish hand pie, which was truly phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just fantastic.
And their cocktails were delicious.
These guys,
one of the places we went yesterday.
Yeah. These guys are brand spanking new.
Yes. They opened on June 1st.
Yeah, they did that thing where you open up and you figure, hey, we'll see a few people and we'll be fine. We'll get our feet wet and away we'll go. And
there's a big article about them the week before they open.
And now suddenly they're the hot new spot in town and they can't hardly keep up on staffing or ingredients. And so I mean, not only make a reservation but call in advance, like, do you think you're going to actually have stuff when I get there?
Well, like if you really have your heart set on getting the fried chicken, like, call ahead just to make sure, or go in and be like, I'm going to be happy with whatever they give me.
Yep, I will eat whatever you put in front of me. Yeah, the staff is super kind. Yep. They're still clearly figuring themselves out, figuring out how to run this place.
They've been open not even 2 weeks.
They haven't even been open 2 weeks, but they're super kind. They're they're super on their game. They know what's up, but they're young, except for the one gal. I kick myself for not getting her name, but she knows what's up.
She was kind of the front.
She was like the mom of everybody.
Yeah.
And she was managing everything so well. And it was very clear that everybody looked up to her.
Yeah.
So that place is what's up. I strongly recommend it. If you like Cajun New Orleans food at all, you're not going to be disappointed by going there. Plus, the atmosphere is fantastic.
It's such a cute. Also, right next door is Gamers Haven.
Yeah, so there's a video game store. I saw excuse me, just gamers. I saw shelves and shelves and shelves of D&D books.
Yeah, we didn't get a chance to go in.
No, but I saw them. They were just right there through the door. So I mean, this place is happening. Yeah. So I definitely randomly.
I feel like it's really good for our crew.
I know, right? The people that like good stuff. There's and also like
in my face. Good stuff.
Because you're pretty.
Aww.
It's
coming from the back door.
Cursed back door.
Yes.
No, it's good stuff. Good people. Be patient, tip well, do the usual things you would do for a new establishment, and you're going to have a great time there. So.
Yep.
What's your random recommendation of the week?
My random recommendation of the week is The Legends of Drizzt. It's a book series based in the D&D world. Drizzt is a oh my goodness. Oh, I just forgot everything about him. He's a dark elf. And I just finished the first book. It was super good. Moses is actually letting me borrow it. But it's about a dark elf who ultimately decides that he's not going to follow the evil Spider Queen.
I mean, who would?
Nearly every other dark elf. And yeah, it's really good. The writing is excellent. There's like 30 books. It's one of those, there's kind of the main like core books of like who Drizzt is and how he becomes who he is. And then just a ton of like, he's going on adventures kind of books, kind of, I think in the vein of like the Star Wars books, where you've got like the main that tell the lore. And then you've got this, one-off where Luke ends up on this planet or like stranded in space. And then there's, the bad guys and lightsabers and stuff. It's like that, except it's D&D, and it's super, super good. I got the pronunciation wrong. How sad. That's okay. It's because I've only read it, not actually. No, we've talked about it. I'm all self-conscious.
Keep talking. I'll look it up.
You'll look it up.
It's called The Thingies of Drizzt?
Legends, I think.
Legends.
I don't know. It's just really good. And Drizzt. Yeah.
Drizzt?
Oh, yeah, it's Drizzt. There we go. I had an I in there, I'm pretty sure.
Pronunciation. How do you pronounce? Yeah, I don't want a whole YouTube video. How is Drizzt pronounced? More like, yeah.
Drizzt. There we go. Not Drizzt. Drizzt. Yep. Now I'm going to have to retrain myself because I've been saying Drizzt this whole time.
I prefer Drizzt.
Okay, and we've got another random child appearance. Okay, so that is my random recommendation. Also, correct pronunciation is another random recommendation.
But not required.
Not required, but it's a recommendation.
Case in point, Poirot.
Yes! Which you're making soon.
Or Poirot.
Patriot.
What have you.
I could see that happening like once, that somebody just kind of like glanced up, looked at it, and whatever kind of popped into mind. Because I mean, when we're reading words, we don't necessarily like read all the letters. We just kind of like the first letter and the last letter and kind of fill in the rest. So like, I mean, that happens, but like it's happened multiple times with different people. I don't know. Poirot.
Yep. Poirot.
Pot roast. Oh yes, pot roast.
Pot roast was the other one.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. All right. So
I think that's pretty well it.
I think so.
If nothing else, it's been a good time.
Yeah. So we've got new beers and ciders on their way.
Yep.
Special of the week is going to be the Cubano.
Yep.
We've got, tabletop gaming night coming soon. More details this week. Summerween on June 22nd. Costume contest, coloring contest, free candy, and new releases. This Thursday, we're giving away gift cards for my birthday. Yay! And then Bardic Bingo is going to happen later this week. Maybe we could release that on my birthday.
That's a great idea. We should totally do that.
I think we probably will. I think that's about it.
That sounds about right to me.
I need to email Amber and get a Wanderlust order in so that we have charcuterie stuff this week.
We should end the stream and do that.
Yes. We will have charcuterie stuff this week because I will do the email. And child.
Another random child.
So thank you guys. We love having you guys. Sorry, I thought you were ending it as I was saying.
No, I'm just getting prepped. Yeah. I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't. So we love you guys. We love having you in our tap room. We love getting to know you guys, and we love seeing you guys connect with each other. So keep being awesome.
Cheers. Love you guys. Bye.